we're not as connected, they're going to be able to match our emotional energy every single game, I anticipate. And so without a doubt, because our guys have been together, they trust each other, when one game, the other game, we did some things out of character that we wouldn't have done last year. And part of it is just you spend so much time working on your game the last 5 or 6 months. You want to use it in a game situation. And so, but without a doubt, our togetherness and connectivity has to be our competitive advantage going forward.
Well, they were putting your hands on you when you finally
we talked in the locker room what we have to do. We talked in the locker room what we have to do and how we have to play against some type of coverage. So, and with the guys, we talked and we decided it's going to be a pretty good decision. Play more aggressive inside the paint. That would give me confidence to make some shots. Yeah, that's probably the biggest upsides and downsides with my game. I can be emotional in the wrong direction.
He said it, not me.
He said it more often than I do.
This year, you're going to get everybody's best game. Everyone now knows who you're going to
I would say, what haven't we told them? But we've equated it several times, just like having kids, and you tell them the stove's hot, and they typically have to just feel it correct before they stop touching the stove. So we just hope that we feel it, and it's not where we have third-degree burns on our hand. We just have to feel it, and then we have to respond to what we're going to see. But it's got to be fun. The journey's got to be fun. This target on our back, we have to look forward to it, and we can't be afraid of the end result if it doesn't go our way. This is a fearless group that's not afraid of failure, not afraid of the target. We just have to get back to playing our brand of basketball every single possession and get away from any personal ambition that we all have in off seasons.
And away, what have you told the team about
Well, we all in our program get a lot more unsolicited advice, meaning like millions times more unsolicited advice. And it's not all bad, but it is hard to filter what's important right now and what's applicable for this group. And we all know who's in our foxhole for the right reasons. And at the end of the day, just like every other team or every other business, it comes down to trust. And the amount of trust that we have in our program, I think, is stronger than most. And we just have to keep finding the best way for us to grow as a group and not let all the outside noise or pressure or whatever comes with all this affect the way we work and with the way we interact with each other. Different, much different. And because obviously recency bias allows you to remember the end of last year. I think right now we're very, very similar to where we were in November, except we have more weapons. And without those weapons tonight, then we don't win this basketball game.
Any Zoom questions?
Elijah Martin had 2 big buckets there down the stretch, one to go up 88-80 and then the one there with 30 seconds left to really seal the deal. How big was that for his confidence and the team's overall?
Well, that was a huge basket. Hopefully it's great for his confidence. But I think more than anything else for Elijah, it's about rhythm. When you don't practice for several weeks or a couple months, you're not going to be in game flow. And we're trying to speed up that process and get him back. But it was a huge shot. He hasn't lost faith. He shot the shots he should have shot the entire game. And I think I guess let Vlad speak on this. I'm sure his teammates haven't lost any faith or trust. He's going to make the right plays when he plays.
Coach, so first off, Coach, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. How important was it to bounce back after following the loss to Bryant?
It was extremely important for us to perform up to our standards as far as energy, effort, togetherness. We can't define ourselves if the shots are going in, and I thought our guys did that tonight. We weren't afraid of what would happen post-Bryant. We went out to try to win a basketball game together.
And how would you describe the intensity in practice this week leading up to this invitational?
Well, we talked about it, that our response to any adversity is good, great. We're glad that it happened as long as we respond and learn and grow from it. And through practice this week, through our attention to detail, we had to recenter and refocus because we got away from who we are as a group and left some details in the back. So I thought our guys did that this week. We just have to continue building because it's not like we can't erase the board every game. We've got to keep writing and let that carry on throughout the season.
Last question.
Hey, Coach. Happy Thanksgiving. Congrats on the win. So, with Boyd and Rosado being absent for today, you saw the likes of Trey Carroll step up to the plate, especially scoring in double digits. How impactful was his influence on the court in the time that he played?
Well, for him to score the number of points in the minutes that he played was obviously very, very valuable. But I believe in Trey and the confidence they have. And I do think because he was making those shots, it extended the floor, allowed other guys to play a little bit better on the offensive end. But he does that every day in practice. No one in our program was surprised. It's more of a numbers game with Trey. He deserves credit. But because he has so many veteran guys in front of him, a lot of nights it just doesn't happen.
Thank you, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.